morning, everybody. Welcome to City Life. I'm Linda Bown. I am your host this morning. We're going to have Ralph Hogan joining us. He's running for Regional School Committee for re-election. It's a beautiful day out. I know they keep saying it's going to get scalding hot, but out in Tewksbury there was a little breeze up on top of the hill, so it's lovely now. So if there's anything you have to do or you want to do, go out and do it now. It's beautiful out. And before
One thing to do. Get out there and get it done.
Yeah, absolutely, before it gets too hot. So I guess we're going to have a scorcher for the holiday. Kind of looking forward to the long weekend, are you, John? Well, you have it off anyway, but it's...
Well, I'm going to, we're hunkering down in Lowell. We're not going to go to the beach. So, we'll have fun. It's good. We got the pool, everything. It's not a bad life here.
No, it is not. And the beach will probably be hotter, I suspect.
Well, the beach, the fact that it's going to be super hot, it's nice and comfortable here.
They were saying that, I was watching actually Channel 9 this morning, and they said, you're not going to get any relief at the beach.
Oh, okay.
They say it's just going to be that hot and that crowded. And
Well, I don't even go on the sand. I don't care for the beach.
Yeah.
But my wife, she loves it. And I enjoy what's going on there.
Watching it, yeah, you're in a great spot because you watch everybody. How's Regina?
She's great. I'm answering Ralph Hogan.
Oh, so.
He's on his way.
Okay, Ralph's on his way. Well, how do you feel about, I'm kind of excited about the 250 years.
I don't feel that old, do you? I know it's the 250. Well, the thing that's disappointing me is the government saying, well, we can't have the celebration on the 4th. That's Saturday.
Who says that?
When is Tewksbury celebrating the 4th?
Well, I don't know that we do anything on the 4th, to be perfectly honest.
It's the 250th birthday party, and you guys are doing zippity-doo-dah. Nice job.
Wow.
What does that say?
I know. Well, we had a big party for the senior at the housing, and they loved it. They all came.
What was the party for?
For the 4th, but we had
When is the 4th?
I know, but
And why didn't you have the party on that day?
because we were afraid nobody would be there. They were all busy.
When do you want to celebrate your birthday?
I know.
It's another. Yeah. Is it? Oh, it's 250. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. But I'm not going to be inconvenienced.
Well, there's a lot going on in Merrimack. I know that I was up last weekend. They have concerts, and it was one for the kids, and it was really quite nice. I think as you reflect on this birthday, and I'm sick to death of all the negativeness. Oh, I'm not happy. As you look back on when you have your birthday, don't you kind of reflect on there were some good things, some bad things, some mistakes you made?
I look for my dinner and my presents.
You're terrible.
That's all the birthday is to
No.
me. What am I getting? What are we eating? And I'm never disappointed. It's always a good time.
Well, yes, it's a good time, but don't you ever reflect on your... At this point, no?
No.
Oh, well, I think I do. And I think at 250 years, we've made some mistakes.
Do you feel 250?
No, I don't even feel as old as I am, so...
Well, I have a saying, the only people who make mistakes are the people who do stuff. If you never do anything, you'll never make a mistake. Stay in bed, and you'll never make a mistake. And but you can't do that and be any kind of successfulness.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. That's not you.
No, I don't stay in bed. I'm a
just being
go-getter.
an antagonist.
I'm a go-getter.
Yes, you are.
As are you.
But I just wish they wouldn't dwell on mistakes that have been made and the negative. We just press on. There's a lot of good. And it's an experiment. You keep moving.
Well,
Fix the mistakes, for goodness sake. Stop whining.
Listening to Democratic news this morning, I turn on 1010 Win in New York. I listen to their news every morning. And the top of the newscast was Trump loses again. I said, okay, I'm not going to listen to you all morning. So I put on WBZ. Headline, Trump loses again. So I switched out to California, to KFI, to the crazy radio show that talks about UFOs all day. So,
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, sure, they're nuts. But that's
What do you think about UFOs?
There's something to it. I'm disappointed the government's been lying to us
I
about
don't
it
understand
for
that.
so
Why?
many years. Why lie to us about it? For so many years.
Because there's another, the beings that are probably smarter than we are or more advanced technology-wise. I just don't.
It's the war footage during World War II. Once they put film in planes and they started to capture these images, don't say anything. Terrible.
And they didn't. That was the thing. People didn't do it, you know. All these military people and pilots, they didn't say anything.
Well, yeah, because they say they went. I talked to Cliff about it, and he said, no, he doesn't know anybody who's ever had any kind of penalties for saying they saw a UFO.
Well, I'll be
He's
curious.
retired Air Force. I got to believe him.
Yeah, but I'd be curious to see. I'd like to see something clear. I haven't seen a clear image of one yet. I wanted to see a clear. What exactly are they looking at? I mean, so you see lights in the sky, and God knows there could be all kinds of explanations for that. But
Linda, they're saying Eisenhower met them.
met them,
You know President Eisenhower
yeah,
from World War II?
yeah,
He met them.
and oh, well, I'll be interested to hear what that conversation was
Well,
about.
there's three different types, and we chose one, and that was it.
We chose one.
Yes, we did. And we just pushed the other two back.
Oh, go back to your planet and don't bother us anymore.
You're not telling these people to go back to their planet. They're going to do as they dog because their technology is way ahead of us.
Yeah, I don't. We can't be it. Let me just tell you. I hope this is not the only form of life, because we're not doing that well as human beings. So I'd like to think. I do believe in God, obviously, and
Well, I get a kick out of the boasting about New Hampshire, about atheism in New Hampshire is growing. And they're like, don't these people understand the miracle of their own body?
It can't be an accident. All this can't be an
No,
accident.
you just think about, okay, so this morning I get up, I had my Rice Krispies, and I noticed the cut on my hand was healing itself, and I just went about my day. It's a miracle that your body actually works.
Yeah.
Heals itself, and it runs on Rice Krispies.
Yeah, it is. That's hard to believe that atheism is out. Although I don't know what they do believe in. I don't know. The Gen Zs are an interesting group of human beings. We've spoiled them.
Well, it's only what the media wants to report. And the media doesn't care for religion.
No, that's true.
Here comes Ralph.
Oh, well, it's in the building. Hogan.
I got two texts here.
Okay.
Hey, Ralph. So it says, good morning, all. Okay, let me put the text up here. It says, good morning, all. It's all preparation and no H. Drake and other communities have been established for over 250 years. Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Why did the government lie to us about COVID? Because they aren't lying. Because if they aren't lying, they aren't trying. Okay, back to you, Linda. I gotta widen the shot. Get
Good
Ralph in
morning,
there.
Ralph Hogan.
Good morning. Good morning. How are things out in Tingsboro?
Things are good in Tingsboro.
That's
Like
good
the
to
tie. Tie's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My bride got me
Oh.
a school tie.
Very lovely. And so you're running for re-election.
I am running for re-election, Greater Lowell Technical High School. Your colleagues in Tingsboro can vote for us.
Yes,
I'd appreciate it both.
of course.
Experience.
Now, tell me, where you have to run can you get all your signatures from just Lowell, or do you have to get them from the towns as well?
I believe you can get them anywhere, but when you get the signatures, if you get them in Tingsboro, you file with the Tingsboro Clerk of Court, Clerk of Town Clerk.
Yep.
Drake Town Clerk. In Lowell, we go to the Election Commission. But you can get signatures throughout the district.
And has it changed? You have to bring them then to the Secretary of State after the town approves them?
You get your signatures. The town or municipality certifies the
Yeah.
signatures. You then take them to the
You do.
clerk of the school district
Oh.
clerk. She compiles them and files them with the Secretary of State.
Oh, that's interesting.
It is a little different than past years.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
And an interesting cravat to this whole, it's my understanding that Greater Lawrence still follows what I'm going to call the older methodology of the member from Lawrence gets his signatures in Lawrence, gets on the ballot, runs in Lawrence only, and gets elected. North Andover the same way. Every district
like we
town.
used to.
Yes. So I'm not sure why that is that downriver they do it by town and we're doing it by district.
Wow, that would make it a lot easier for everybody, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. But I do know a little history that there was some sort of a dispute regarding one man, one vote,
Right.
and the proportionality of Dunstable to say Drake.
Yeah.
The number of people in Drake versus the number of people in Dunstable.
Yeah.
Versus one representative from Dunstable and two.
However, the percentage of students you're allowed equal the amount of representatives you have. Tingsboro only is allowed so many students.
I believe that's under the latest program from the administration, from Department of Ed.
Ralph, can you either slide your chair in or drag that microphone closer to you?
Yeah, we have to hear you.
So at one point, Dunstable literally had 2 students.
Yeah.
And we used to kid with Dave Tully, could he save the district some money and just carpool them in instead of sending a bus?
All over Dunstable for 2 students, I bet.
Well, it was just, but the ratio changes quite a bit. It's not always.
Really?
Yeah. It even, the number of kids,
You mean that Dunstable may have more than 2?
I think they have more than 2 this current year, yes. I mean, we're not talking a
Well-
huge number, but it's more than 2.
Well, of course they would, because if you're going with that silly lottery, everybody's put in the same bin, so you could have them all from Dunstable, I suppose, if
So-
they all were picked out.
Linda, I'd appreciate if you look at Ralph on the monitor.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
The lottery doesn't
Ralph,
solve,
I'd appreciate if you could look at Linda
I have to,
on
we
the
have to look
monitor.
at the,
On the monitor.
we have to look at the monitor. Then we have to be,
the lottery doesn't solve a lot.
I think it makes it worse.
Well, think about this one as a teacher or just an employee of the district or any teacher, anybody involved with schools. This system, as we all know, all children are not perfect. And we have to work with all of them and push them forward and educate them as best we can. But when a child really acts up and is convicted of a felonious assault on a principal or assistant principal or custodian, I consider that serious misbehavior, and I don't believe that student should have the same position in going to a technical high school as someone who has really put the effort in, no absences, studied hard, done the right thing, we're talking about equipment that's kind
Dangerous.
of sophisticated. Yes, I'm glad you said that because it's sophisticated. They're, cut steel, welding, saws. There's a lot of danger that we have to first educate them on. And to allow a student that, thinks nothing of whacking an assistant principal, the old system wasn't perfect, but it protected the staff and fellow students from, let's face it, troublemakers.
Yeah. Well, I think the lottery, if what I'm understanding, would throw the one man, one vote right out the window. Because you could have a much higher percentage from the towns than the city. If
Well,
everybody's thrown in one bucket, that's what
I
they're
am
supposed
not
to
an
do.
attorney, but the basis of the lottery was it wasn't fair to minorities. But in a lottery, as anybody who's participated in any kind of a lottery, you never know. I mean, if you're looking to equally disperse across the population, let's just take male and female.
Mm-hmm.
You want an equal distribution. There's nothing that says that, you draw out 100 kids, and mathematically speaking, they could all be male.
Mm-hmm.
Unlikely, but you know what I'm getting at. That
Yeah, I do.
when you just have a lottery, you're not guaranteed a result that you're looking for. Or they could all be all female or all male, or if you're looking for a balance of 50-50, you won't get it in a lottery because
There could be no minorities.
Ralph, is there anything that the school board can do about this?
well,
That's an answer, yes, no, or I don't know. There's three
at
possibilities.
this point, no, to be direct.
Okay, then let's just turn the page. You're talking about the green on top of the cranberry bog, and no one understands what you're talking
Well,
about.
John, you're absolutely right.
So,
And when
If it's Desi, whoever it is, that's you guys gotta hire a lawyer and fight Desi. And that's the only way to change this. I mean, the fact that you're gonna let kids who
John,
can't even read.
John, may I interrupt you?
No, you're gonna let
The
kids.
parents and
No,
the
I said
people-
no. You are gonna let kids who can't even read get into your school. Now I'll listen to you.
We have intervention on every subject matter, reading, math, so on and so forth. That's the kids that come in there go out better educated. That's
Can I get in there
undisputed.
can I get in there if I can't read?
Could you repeat that?
Can I get in there if I can't read?
With the lottery.
I don't.
You would hope they would be able to read by that point, but there's no
Well,
guarantee.
If they're not reading on grade level, there's
Well, that's true.
intervention and assistance for each student, and it goes to math and every other discipline. You're absolutely right, John, on we can't really change it. They forced it on us.
So then get a lawyer and sue them. Take them to the state Supreme Court.
John,
sue
how
them.
about this? How about we go to the polls on September 1st and vote for Diane DeZoglio for governor?
It
That's
doesn't
what
make,
I'm doing.
It doesn't make any difference. If the Speaker of the House decides this election was convoluted, we have to repeat it. If the Speaker doesn't get the governor he wants, he'll reject the election. You don't understand that?
I get what you're saying, but I'm protesting on September 1st. And yes, I'm open to legally challenging the lottery.
That's what you got to do. Have the school hire a lawyer or talk to collectively to your schools and hire an attorney, take it to the state Supreme Court, and kick Desi out.
Well, aren't the parents responsible at all? Shouldn't they, shouldn't they step up and say they're something? It's their students, it's their children. Shouldn't they be responsible for who they
Linda,
vote for?
They're all working, or they're all playing, and they don't have time to look into this. You're off to school, honey. They don't care who the
That's
bus company
depressing.
is. They don't care. The bus is coming up. Well, do you know that? What's the vetting of the driver? They don't care. Get on the bus.
We will see what happens in this first year, but they claim they're looking for equity, and I don't see it.
No, I agree. I think the equity is.
And would you define what equity is?
They're saying that students, somewhere down around, I think it was New Bedford, down in southeast Mass,
Yeah.
are the ones that went to the ACLU, got a lawyer, made a big stink, and then DESE come up with this program to alleviate this inequity. And I'm telling you, in a lottery, if they're looking for a equal or balanced minority position, the lottery doesn't guarantee that all the time.
Well,
There could
they
be
got-
more minorities or less minorities. A lottery's luck of the draw.
Who's pulling the names? The state or the school?
They had it done on in the school. It was on the internet, monitored by, again, DESE and the administration.
So DESE was doing it, not the.
Well, no, the school ran it, but it was overseen by. It had to be done in
Oh,
the
did
process.
DESE have to come in and do something?
They had to
out
approve
of
the
their homes?
methodology.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it's not as straightforward as you think. It's not the board or the administration making these decisions.
This is an old text. Are aliens on the planet? Do you think they vote by mail?
That's
probably
easy.
more efficiently. Okay. Okay. Back to DESE.
So back to your school. Your school has a high MCAS score. You guys are doing an excellent job out there, and that's what you should brag about. And how would your students, how would incoming students even know a lottery exists to get into the school? What education do we have to the children and their parents that if you want to go to the Lowell Voc, there's a lottery how do you get a lottery ticket? How would they even know this?
John, attendance is a big deal, and that was part of the criteria.
How do I get a lottery ticket, Ralph?
You just apply
And where do I apply?
to the
At
school.
the school, online.
Everybody, all the names that
So I
apply.
apply to Greater Lowell Voc.
Yep.
It's open to everybody in the district.
And you apply and you throw your name in the. And
I
then-
thought I had to go through the school I was in right now.
Not anymore. No.
Okay.
No. You just apply to the Voc. You can fill out an application. Do you have to do it online or can you do it in person?
I know you can do it online, but I assume you could go and
Go
do
out.
it on person if you wish. That's an interesting question. Today, everything is online.
I know.
Permits, everything.
But if a parent has a student, or if a student and their parent isn't interested, I suppose, and they decide they want to attend the Voc, they just go online and fill out an application.
Correct. I mean, that deadline for this year has passed. I mean, they've
Correct.
already, we're
But that's
a
how they
month
did
away
it.
from school. But
And-
that's, they apply, they check the applications. You know, if something's missing, they advise them, and they have the drawing. They tell them when the drawing is, they give them the deadlines. You know, it's pretty straightforward.
Now, okay, I have, let's just say I have a daughter. She decided she would like to go to the Voc. She applied. She gets pulled for the lottery. Do they notify the public schools that I'm not going to be there? That she's not going to be there?
Okay, so the student and the parent is notified they've been accepted.
Yeah.
Then they have so many days to reply and accept the position at the school.
Yeah.
Sometimes people apply and they don't take the opportunity. They decide that they'd rather go to school with their friends in, say, Tingsboro, for lack of a better, and they'll go to the Tingsboro High instead of the Voc. So those numbers fluctuate a little bit until first day of school. First day of school, we find out who's coming and who's not.
Well, how does the not,
So Ralph, I'm looking at your website now, your school's website. And where's this apply now? Click this guy?
I'll be honest, John, I have not applied, so,
Well, it's something that every school committee member should do,
well,
because
we
this is
know
how
it's there, but I have not filled this out.
I'm not asking you to fill it out, you just
okay, there
check it
is.
out to see what's what. And it looks like you just,
You do not have,
so it looks pretty easy. Just go to the website. There's a thing that says apply here, apply
Yep.
now. Click on this guy and fill out the stuff, and maybe you can't go next year. That's this upcoming September, but you can go for next year.
okay, I'm still confused. So you've already picked, the lottery has selected, I don't know, how many students you're gonna have next year, 2,400 or something? Oh, not new ones.
Probably, I would say somewhere in the 600 to 700 area.
Okay, so they picked 600, let's just say that 600 are selected by the lottery. Notices have gone out. They have X number of days to say they're coming. Now, what if they don't? Is their name automatically taken off?
If they don't show up?
If they don't respond,
Oh, yeah, if they don't respond, it goes to the next number.
Okay, now,
Now, that fluctuation, I don't know, 10, 15% maybe of
Okay.
total?
okay, but all the others,
Oh, there's got to be 400 or 500 on the wait list. And that's
correct,
the problem. There's a bigger demand than there are seats. That's the crux of the problem.
but now, they get, they all, 600 have been accepted, they've sent back, they've said, yes, we're going to the VOC. Does the VOC notify the public school that Mary Smith isn't coming, that she's coming to VOC, and take her off the rolls of the public school? How does that get clarified, where they're going to school? From the junior high, they're leaving the daily.
The official clarification is done in October, believe it or not, but that's the state census, the second week in October, I believe. But yes, the students that accept it, they usually notify the school or tell the school, such as Tingsboro, that they're not going to Tingsboro
Okay.
High School. They're going to the vocational school.
So we're not allocating money from both schools
No,
at any
the
time?
money, I'm going to use Tingsboro again. but
Okay,
The student from Tingsboro, either the high school or the Voc school, the state does basically an audit, and it's right around the first part of October. And on that date, that's where they allocate money for the student body.
Oh, okay.
In other words, if there's 100 kids going to the Voc school and 300 going to the Tingsboro, those are the numbers that the state uses to reimburse the town or the district for the students and their education.
it's just, I'm curious how the public school, let's stick with Tingsboro, how does Tingsboro know how many students are coming in September?
Well, their eighth grade students, it fluctuates because of a number of reasons.
Right.
But if the eighth grade students graduate and go on to the Tingsboro High School,
Right,
all of Tingsboro has that,
Right.
School department in Tingsboro has that data.
they
How
have,
many are going to the Voc school, that pans out at the end of the school year as well. So
Oh.
they know that a number of people have applied.
how do they know though, Ralph?
Well, some of the guidance counselors at the Tingsboro High School help the kids fill out the form on the
I know,
webpage.
they fill it out, but then we have to wait to get accepted.
Correct, that's,
And so now they get accepted. I'm just curious how if Ralph Jr. decides he's gonna go to the Voc and he's coming out of the Daily, does the Daily notify, Lowell school system that he's going to the Voc, or does the
the
Voc, or
guidance
does?
counselors in each school, no matter what town or city, are part of the application process.
Right,
They're,
and I get that, but then school is out. School's out, and now,
they get notification that you're accepted.
right, so the guidance counselors aren't
Well,
working.
the sending school would get a notification, I believe. You know what I mean? They would know, A, that Johnny Bubbles applied, and then B, that he was accepted.
Okay, so they then, all right, so I'm just curious what the chain is of notification, so that
Well,
Greater,
the
so
sending
Ojai
schools-
knows,
sending-
there's
yeah.
only gonna be 20 students in that class instead of 25.
Correct, but even, there are always late changes, both in the district and in the sending
Yeah.
school system.
I'm-
And what do we do with the people who move?
Well, yes,
And that happens, you know, someone applies, they get accepted, and there's a big job in, I don't know, Ohio, and the family moves to Ohio.
but they've already had their orientation, haven't they?
Orientation is late August,
Oh,
or at least the first, you know,
okay,
at the Voc.
okay. I don't know why I thought they had something open, they went,
Well, you know, there could be two orientations, one before school ended in
to let them know.
last month, June,
Yeah.
and then there's another, again, that's because it's in flux. There's always a changing process until school starts and the doors are open and the bells are ringing and we're off to the races.
Okay. So is Desi going to monitor this to see how many, what happens, okay, now we've
It's-
already chosen the students, and we have absolutely no minorities. Now what?
That's a great question, and it's feasible, but
Yeah,
you know, I have no idea what Desi would do. I really don't. You know, it's their system. It's not ours. But as a lottery goes, when you pick numbers out of a hat, basically is what they're doing.
I hope Tingsboro got a lot of students there, because it's possible that one of the towns could have no students with a lottery.
Mathematically speaking, there could be, but they try to balance as best they
Who
can.
is they? Desi? Am I counting on Desi balancing anything? You're kidding me.
Well, they give instructions, and they want.
Well, maybe they have a pot, they have different barrels and they pick them from different ones. Like Tingsboro gets to pick 5 but that doesn't make any sense either, does it? Because Dunstable only gets 2.
To have it fair, it should be a blind lottery, but I know that there's fingers on the scale.
Well, I think there will be. I would think if Tingsboro, I assume whoever the school committee person is, and from Dunstable, whoever the school committee person is going to be watching, and if they don't have a decent number of students in the town they're representing is paying for part of that education, I would think there'd be a big huff.
Oh,
I'll tell you right now, I'm going to start watching in Tingsboro. I wasn't too interested, but now I think I will pay attention to that.
well, the real crux of the matter isn't the lottery per se, because the real crux of the matter is there's not enough seats. If the demand is
I know, but Ralph,
12,000 people and you only have, I don't know, 500 or 600, 700 seats,
I get that, but I also know that Tingsboro's paying a certain percentage towards that school.
correct. So
I want a bloody
Lincoln.
student in there. I want to be paying for somebody, not all Lowell.
Correct.
So I think that there's going to be a big huff if we don't get the right number of students to justify what we're paying for that school operation. Same with Dunstable, same with Dracut. I think Desi might have, now you guys might not sue, but maybe the towns will.
That would be very interesting. Very interesting.
Because we
you
should
know,
be,
Let's face it.
there's a good place for us to cut our taxes. If we're not getting anybody there, then we might as well just cut that portion right out of our budget.
The school is chock full, let me tell you. Every seat is possible
I'm
is
sure.
taken. We've just expanded with the vet tech program to offer, pathways to better employment. And it's pretty successful as a demand for
I
it.
think it's a wonderful school. I think everything's been fine up until now. Now I'm concerned. And I have no problem. I would even have no problem with an increase. I love the Voc. I'm a big supporter of the Voc. However, should this year no students or only one or two from Tingsboro be selected in this stupid lottery, I will be to Colin saying, sir, I think we need to challenge that budget.
I agree, and I'm challenging it personally September 1st.
Yeah.
I do not agree with this system, and, we'll start with the
They
government.
could have opened a whole can of worms, because if it does not work out for when they established, and I know because I knew Harold Bell very well, and when they established that Voc and the system, they spent a very long time making certain that the towns who were going to be paying an equal portion to the city, that they
Correct.
got the same representation. So that they broke up that's why you had four candidates from the towns and 4 from the city. So the city couldn't control it, and so the towns wouldn't get less representation or less number of students. And that was all thought out. Now the silly thing that they did with one man, one vote, that's changed it. So the committee members may not represent the town per se, because they could have moved in yesterday from
Ralph,
Lowell.
can we talk about the successes that the school has pushed out the door? Like, how many of the students that graduated this year went on to big colleges like, I don't know, UMass?
MIT. A number of kids went on to, two I know of went on to MIT. There's a lot,
So a lot's not 2.
Pardon me?
A lot is not 2.
Well, I'm just saying 2 went to MIT
Okay.
that I know of.
So, I mean, I think what you might, the next time you visit, if you could ask your superintendent, hey, look, I don't want their names. I just want to know, look, where did the kids go?
There's a number of them went down to the engineering program at UMass Lowell.
And I would love to know that number. That's all I'm asking for next time.
I'll get you a number, but there's quite a few that
See,
go on to college.
And I say the same thing to Lee Gitchie when he comes by. I say, Lee, if we can get the success story, like he took forever to get the MCAS tour. He finally got me the MCAS score, and it's the highest in the region. It beats Lowell, it beats all the
It's
towns.
the best.
Doesn't beat Chelmsford.
It's,
But I mean,
it's the best folk school in the state.
My point,
And you know what it goes to, John? It goes to the faculty and administration working on attendance. And the
Don't
board,
forget about the
school
parents
board
at the home.
really pushed that.
the home that they go to too. You guys have a way of communicating with the students' home environment that these kids have got to do their homework.
Well, not only that, they got to be in the chair. And that we have the highest attendance rate in the state for voc ed. For
And these are
technical education.
things that all of you committee members should brag about. Desi, you can fight Desi. That's an internal fight, and I told you at the beginning of the conversation, go get a freaking lawyer and sue him. And then that's the end of it. Move on.
You're right, but it costs money and it takes money out of the
The
classroom.
last time I checked, I'll use the Monsignor Crowley thing.
It-
The good news is we have the money. The bad news is it's in the taxpayer's pocket.
We'll see how this lottery pans out, and if it doesn't pan out well, I think that's the avenue they'll take. But time will tell. The state is, they come up with some unusual tasks.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter to the state if it doesn't pan out well. Desi doesn't care if it pans out well.
No, they were trying to solve a small problem in the southeastern part of the state, and they put the program throughout the state, and nobody is happy
How
with
many
what they did.
How many Voc schools are there in the state, do you know?
Ooh, there's only a handful. I think it's less than 10.
Oh, they have.
I can get you that number, but I don't have
okay.
that.
So, all right, let's just say 10. One out of 10. 1 out of 10, there was a problem. So therefore, the other 9 suffer. That's silly. That's just a silly.
Isn't the same thing happens in a family when one child acts up and the whole family has to, have time out?
Yeah, but I'm not paying for the family.
But
I'm
you know what
paying
I'm getting at.
I
I'm
do.
trying to make it,
I know what you're saying. There's an explanation for everything and a justification for everything.
Okay,
I'm
Linda,
Yes.
get it up on the screen for you, kiddo.
36.
wow. That's more than,
However, 90 high schools offer
yeah.
to get the money to get the Chapter 74. But I don't know what.
I don't think there's 90 standalone tech schools.
Well, I think
No.
Google has a lot more in this than you do. So, 36 dedicated
Those are
vocational
programs.
public high schools.
So you could have a program at Lowell High for I don't know, one course, and it would get Chapter 74 money, right?
Yeah, and the Lowell system is trying to access
36.
voc ed's
36.
money.
Okay, 36. That's even worse. 36 schools, and one was a problem.
Minuteman's
Wow.
got you beat, and Worcester Technical High School's got you beat as well.
Beat up what?
It says, what are the top vocational schools in Massachusetts?
Oh,
They're the top. And Minuteman in Lexington, Worcester Technical High School, and it's also saying Essex North Shore Agricultural and Technical School in Hathorne.
okay.
So, I mean, it's just, let's spend a little time with the other. We're number one, we're number one, we're number one.
What is the number?
We're number
one?
one in attendance.
Boston Latin School is the highest ranking school in the state for education. And it's just it's simple to look at.
That's Boston Latin is according to academic standard.
You can
Yes.
say anything you want. It's not the voc. It's not great or low.
Well, we can't.
Phillips Academy.
What high school sends the most kids to Harvard? Boston Latin.
Oh, yeah.
What's the hardest school to get in Massachusetts? Harvard University. So that'd be a good question for your superintendent. How many of our kids went to Harvard? Hardest school to get into. Just throwing it out there. Ralph.
Well, go by. You had
I
MIT
can go back.
5%, and they got 2 students out of the vote to MIT. That's amazing. They haven't. Now look at that. That's pretty impressive. 2 students from the vote hit that 5%
Yep.
acceptance rate. Wow. I would put that in my literature.
Yeah, but, okay. The purpose, I believe, of the Voc School, technical high school, is not to get all the kids into Harvard or MIT.
No.
But there are such talent that they enter because of their talent, because of their abilities. The purpose of technical education is to hire or to train for employment students from the area in the trades.
Ralph,
And we do a good job at that.
I would insist my superintendent investigate Boston Latin. What are they doing so right that we're doing left?
We can't
Can we
compare.
It's one of the
But-
best academic schools in the state.
Ralph, the thing is that if you want to be number one, you got to get more thought ingredients on how to make number one. I would go and see Boston Latin and say, okay, what are you guys doing different than us? And I would pick some of the things they're doing to help my kids do better.
Yeah, emulation is not a bad idea, but it's 2 different disciplines.
Yeah.
What we
Apples and
have
oranges.
in the Voc Ed section, technical education, we're very highly ranked in the state. And part of that reason we're so well ranked and people are demanding or clamoring to get in with their students is that our attendance rate buttresses our academic and MCAS scores. We have programs encouraging attendance because you can't educate the children or the student until they're in the classroom, until they're in the seat. Then you can work with them. Our absenteeism is very low. We have attendance rates 95, 96 percentile. That's the best in the state. And that's one of the reasons they actually have programs encouraging that. And it shows in the MCAS scores. It shows in employment. You know, our kids, they're sought after for employment. All the trades, electricians, plumbers, so on and so forth, there's demand. There is a huge demand. And they've worked with a program to take older cars, refurbish them, and allow them to be transitioned to the student to go into Boston to work, because a lot of inner city kids or kids from the district don't have vehicles to get into Boston to go to work in the trades. So they've worked on that. I mean, we've done a lot to get kids employed and educated in the technical fields. And the demand is there. I mean, the numbers prove that it's a success story, but there is not enough seats. The state has not allocated enough money. There's bigger demand for technical education than academic education. And that's the problem in a nutshell.
What programs does the Lowell Voc offer? What disciplines? I know there's automotive, there's cosmetology.
There's automotive, there's plumbing, there's HVAC. They're expanding. They just got a grant from DESE to expand and improve and update the entire AC cluster. I mean, I think it's a $2 million grant.
Yeah.
You know, to get all that new equipment, it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And they just expanded into vet tech, which will be a way to open the door into medical fields beyond the LPN programs.
Yeah.
Many students get exposed to these medical tech or vet tech, and they find out that they have an interest in medicine, and they advance and go become a nurse and so on and so forth. The career paths are endless out there.
I know you have a farm tech. You have like a pharmacy set up, don't you?
I would say it's gardening more than farming, but yes.
Well, I meant pharmacy.
I think of farming as,
no, I meant like they have a program for pharmacy training.
Oh, pharmacy, excuse
Farm
me.
tech, yeah. That farm.
Excuse me.
Not
Yeah.
PH, not
Yeah,
F.
they have worked with CVS.
Right.
They have a little store set up in the mall, and CVS stocks it, and they sell a lot of material that's you find in a regular CVS.
Good point. Rank has several means. I was going to ask, I'd be curious how they come to any kind of conclusion. Vocational school in this area doesn't create victims like the high school do in Lowell. Whatever the Voc is doing, keep it up.
They're doing a great job. The teaching staff and faculty, they're doing a wonderful job. And, you know, if we had more seats, more area, classrooms, we could accommodate that wait list of 600 or 700. But unfortunately, that's not the case. It's allocation of funds at Beacon Hill.
How difficult is it? Let's say now everybody's all hopped up about soccer now. As far as sports, because that's got to be difficult in a Voc, because aren't they doing?
Our sports program is pretty good. I mean,
So if a kid is a good soccer player, is it going to be detrimental to him for his sport to go to the vocational school?
I don't believe so. I really believe that sports is one of the tools for high school and the student. In other words, you have to keep your academic standing if you want to play sports. And
Okay.
everybody wants to be on the football team. Everybody wants to be on the baseball, hockey, all the teams. So by having the sports, it buttresses and incentives, it is a big incentive to the student to study, keep their grades up, and play ball. And it's been working out there.
So they do have
Coach McLaughlin's, the kids love him, and he encourages the academic standard as well as on the field. He's, the programs out there are great.
But I was just curious whether the work study interfered with them in sports. If you're going to the vote, then you want to also get into a work study program, a placement. So,
Yeah, okay, now you're making that clear. And yes, in life, you have choices.
Yeah.
You can go to work, or you can play football.
which
So
may pay for you to go to work, okay?
It's a give and a take, but you're right. There's only so many hours in a day. You have to make some choices. A lot of the employers are understanding that a kid wants to play ball, and for a period of time he's going to be tied up in the fall for football, and in the spring tied up with baseball. We do everything we can to encourage the student to excel academically and in the sports arena. I mean, we just spent quite a bit of money. Ed Kennedy was very, very instrumental in getting money to fix our football field and update the sports complex. I mean, he got us over $1 million to straighten out. Because the school is located on the side of a river, there's some real issues with drainage that were not properly addressed when the school was built.
Is there going to be a problem with transportation with the new bridge being built?
Transportation,
Getting to the school? I mean, I assume most of your buses go over the Rock Bridge.
well, believe it or not, I was surprised that the Belvedere kids, I don't know every bus route. I'm not going to sit here and claim I know but I was surprised that there's a loop that goes through the city, through Belvedere. They hop on 495, they go up Route 3 and are over the Tewksbury Bridge, and then they get to make a second run to pick up kids.
Oh.
So they do have a very efficient route, and if you would have told me they go up Route 3 to get to the school, I just didn't think that was part of the route, but it certainly is.
Question
What is
for
the
Ralph
reason that another
here.
vocational school has not been built? Is it because of funding?
Yeah, in a simple answer.
State won't. She said, that's what she ran on. She said one of the things she ran on was vocational school, and all of a sudden she gave all the voc schools a grant in the last 3 or 4 months.
Okay,
But she didn't build any new schools.
Linda, I've known you for years, and we've been, on the edge of politics. We're not country bumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
If she just would have taken a hunk of money,
Who's the
given
she?
it to one school
The governor.
to expand. Yeah, the governor. To one school, even if it wasn't the voc, but at least address the issue of demand. There's a bigger demand for technical education throughout the state. And it's not just the voc that's saying this. All the schools are saying
But
this.
that's where the
Why
buck
don't they
stops.
why
Is
don't
with the
they take-
governor.
Why don't they take $50 million and have a lottery to find out which school can expand?
Well,
Now, that would have been something worthwhile. And if the Lowell Voc won, I would be so pleased.
where would you expand to?
No, what I'm getting at is they take a pot of money,
To build
take
a new
the
school.
schools, put their names in a hat, and have a lottery, and that school gets the money to expand and increase
Well, Ralph,
students.
let me ask you this question. When was the last time you personally communicated with the state senator?
I have, in the past, I would communicate with the state senator
No,
every
I'm
Friday.
talking about Vanna Howard.
Vanna Howard, the last time I spoke to Vanna Howard was about a month ago.
And did you talk to her about expanding the school?
Not specifically, no.
Well, can you enlighten the audience what the conversation may have been and how it was received?
Let's face it, she just got elected. I'm more than happy to sit and talk to her about that issue. But it's got to take more than the state senate. It's got to take a governor to come up with the money.
You got to start simple. How about now?
You're
how many
absolutely
state
right.
reps? How many state
And
reps?
I've talked to Rodney Elliott about this problem.
Rodney Elliott is sunsetting his career. You got somebody new.
I'm just telling you, I have discussed it with the elected officials.
Rodney's a go-getter, and it's going to be a real sore spot in the community because Ralph has Rodney has a lot of gravity, and he can make stuff happen. He's a doer, and the community made a big mistake
I agree.
in not electing Rodney Elliott. But it is what it is, and we'll see what the state senator can do about it. I don't have any faith in her.
It's going to take time.
Linda's waving at me with her hand to shut up. Okay, I'll shut up.
It's going to take time and an effort on a lot of people, not just a state senator.
It's the governor. The governor,
Right.
that's what she ran on, and she didn't do it. And it isn't just expanding, it's giving them the money to build another school, because you have no place to expand to, pretty much.
If the money was available, they could find some space. They can always go up.
I suppose, but that's huge. But anyway.
No, it's more economical to go up than it is to go out.
You don't have to be in that same footprint.
Pardon me?
You
Oh,
can,
they do there.
You have the blessing of size out there. You got Tingsboro, has plenty of land.
No, they don't, it's all wet.
No.
Oh,
If you want, I'll take you for a tour.
It's all wet, John.
We could find some.
We have a problem
They
with
could find another
Tingsboro
location.
and the conservation.
That's correct.
We could find some.
Those conservation people.
Oh, I know, we're very different.
But
And if Freddie Bown gets his way, he's going to open a Volk school under the Lowell school system. You wait and see what he does with that. Freddie Bahu's a go-getter, and I think he's going to say, you know what? The Volk can't handle it. The Volk has no inclination of expanding. Lowell's got to do it. I think that's what you're going to see come out of Fred Bahu. We got 60 seconds left, Linda, then we're going to go to break.
The governor on a daily basis tells its citizens that education is the most important thing in this country, state, but no money for a new school. Shame on you, Madam Governor. Yes, Jay.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean,
She'll jump, as I say, she jumped around and said, oh, she threw a biscuit to everybody and said, here's a little more money to improve your programs.
Yeah,
But
but-
not what she promised.
Do you have a back room in your house for some homeless? We'll be right back, thanks. Okay, what we're looking at out there is 90 degrees by lunchtime.
Whoa.
90 degrees by lunchtime. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be a toasty day.
Have you seen that traffic issue from last night?
Yeah, we were talking about that first. Now, welcome back to City Life. I'm Linda Bown. I'm your host. I have Ralph Hogan with me, Greater Lowell Regional School Committeeman. He's running for re-election from Lowell. Yes.
Good morning.
495 was closed.
It was
John
unbelievable.
knows all about it.
John, what was the source of that truck that was causing a problem?
He got into a skirmish with one of his friends, I believe in Berlin, Mass., and he killed his friend at a mall.
Wow.
He then got in his truck and drove up this way, and when he got pulled over, he committed suicide. State police didn't know he committed suicide. Shut down both sides of the highway.
Wow. John, I was coming back from the beach, and I got caught somewhere in Andover in that traffic. And I just got off and went on 93 to 133
Yeah?
and come in the old way to the Beach, come back to Lowell on 133, but it was unbelievable. Then when I got home, I put the TV on. I caught a little blurb that 495 was shut down.
Yeah.
I didn't know the cause, the actual issue.
495 has become such a problem anyway.
Well, the madness that happens in traffic, the people who are completely clueless for what's going on. There was, over at Mahoney Funeral Home up on Nesbitt Street, I was over there and I'm looking at the traffic. It's backed up to get on 495 at 7 o'clock. Don't these people know 495's closed? What do you got your head under a rock?
Well, how would you know? I listen to music. How would I know 495 is closed?
Then that's why you're the one sitting in traffic.
That's right. Blissfully, I'm going along. Well, I should be able to go along. I have the top down. I'm listening to music.
Oh.
Sitting in traffic.
I'm sort of with Linda, but my wife has instructed me to use Waze just to find out about traffic and
yes. I do use
local
Waze.
police and so on and so forth. And it is very helpful.
And then the other big talk is they had this 14-year-old kiddo talk out of turn at a public meeting about the Markley or the data center. And so she was escorted out by the cops. And thank God there's a video of the whole thing. And if you want to go onto my Facebook page, the video's there. You can take a look at the whole video, and you can be the judge if the
I saw
city administration was right or the youngster was right. And make your own judgment. I made my judgment, and I don't know if you saw the incident, but in a public forum with a microphone going around the room, you have to wait till the microphone comes to you. And the youngster, I don't think, understood that.
Okay.
That's a very passionate issue over there. The neighbors are not happy about the data center.
It's the noise coming from the generators is and the city council doesn't have the courage to tell the Macaroni, Markley, doesn't have the courage to tell Markley, you got to put a chimney on thing and get the noise out of here. The city council doesn't have the courage to do that.
I don't claim to be an expert, but between a gas or diesel generator and a natural gas generator, night and day.
Yeah.
I don't know why the city didn't say, there's gas lines. That was Prince Macaroni. There has to be natural gas lines on the site. I don't know why they didn't use natural
Ralph,
gas.
you can't, they have diesel generators. They have with no exhaust. The exhaust it's exhausted from the top of the building, and that's it. It needs to go up 100 feet. If you take the exhaust and the noise goes along with the exhaust and put it up 100 feet, that'll quiet the neighborhood down big time. And the city go, well, we don't have a right to do that. Look, if you had a right to make the whole city 25 miles an hour, use the same doggone right.
The building department could be very inventive in enforcing different
Well, the city
issues.
council doesn't have the guts to do anything. It's into the administration. It's all about revenue. The reason you don't need any parking at Heinz's Tavern's project down here is the city council said, you don't need to have parking, Lowell. You don't need to have parking. The city council is going to ruin this neighborhood and whatever neighborhood you're sitting in because you don't need parking.
And everybody has a car.
City council has no courage against the administration because they want their grandkids to get a job off the manager. And that's how Lowell works.
I know it's a sore spot with you, John, but do you really think the end of the connector is going to work with a roundabout? It's in the same neighborhood as what you're talking about.
No,
that new building.
and the fire chief is saying jack about it. The fire chief should be at the meeting and say, you know what? I don't want a roundabout on Gorham Street. My trucks are going to be inhibited going through that roundabout. Where's the fire chief? Oh, he's going to retire. He don't care. That's the attitude I'm getting back. Fire trucks are going to be slowed down big time because of this rotary. And the backup happens only because the traffic light at Elm and Gorham malfunctions. And it's 30 seconds each way, and it needs to be 45 seconds green on Gorham Street, 15 seconds green on Elm. and that clog of the Lowell connector traffic will be gone. When I talk to my friend Rita Mercier and I get her to fix that traffic light, the traffic's gone. The light is not green long enough.
So
to
you're
let-
talking about tying the end of the connector into the traffic light at the gas station?
Yeah, that's the
Makes
holdup.
sense. It's a shot.
That's the holdup.
Shot hop.
That's the holdup at the city. Oh, no, we're going to spend millions. We're going to hire all of our friends to create a plan. And it's a beautiful plan they've made, but the fire department doesn't want to say jack about it.
So the two traffic lights at Back Central and the courthouse those are going to control the traffic coming off the connector now if they put a roundabout in. That's going to, I don't know whether that's going to work well.
Here is our handy dandy
Yes.
roundabout. I don't know if we looked at this last time you were here, Ralph, or not, but in 2030, when this project's finally done, I think it's 2028 it'll be done. This is Gorham Street down here. So you're coming from downtown, and you want to go up to Good Times for dinner. You come up here, you go in this rotary, and you keep going, and you keep going, and you go right down here, and you keep going up to Good Times. Now, if you want to go from Good Times and you want to go to City Hall, you come this way here, and you go right down here again. Now, if you want to go on the connector, you're going to go on here. And from what I understand, the fire department's not too happy about. They got to look at the slowdown. So they're racing to your house. An ambulance is racing to you. You've had a heart attack. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. It's going to be good for my business.
So basically, that, as you indicated, the traffic at the end of the connector is going to be controlled by the two traffic lights. As we're looking at this, to the left, I don't know,
There's
Back
no traffic
Central
lights.
and Elm.
There's no traffic lights here.
Yeah, no, but there is if you go left and right.
Yeah,
a block.
at Back Central and Elm, and they promised me they're going to replace the Elm Street light with a smart traffic light.
You better be brilliant, you're not just smart.
And every time the power goes off, they have to reset it.
Oh my. That is a busy, busy intersection.
Yes, it is.
And it's, in the morning and at night, it's bedlam, just bedlam. It's thousands and thousands of cars. It's going to be tough to control.
Well, I don't even know how we got to this. Where were we? Where was
Well,
I?
Ralph brought it up. When we brought up the 495 thing,
Oh,
and the state police, they brought in their robot dog, and the robot dog broke through the window of the truck. And that's when the robot dog said, "Hey, the guy's dead." I'm just trying to make light of it. It's really a sad circumstance, but the robot dog broke the glass, and they couldn't see through the tinted glass, the condition of the guy.
well, going back to, I should be listening to, I guess, something. I use Waze, but we went down to Beverly's funeral in Bourne, I used Waze, and then I knew if there was any traffic. But if I'm doing an area that I know and I don't need Waze, I'm not going to put it on all the time to see if there's it's just not, I'd much rather listen to music. It's much more soothing because I can't stand the other drivers.
Well,
They're all insane.
I'm with you. A little classical music tends to balance out the long.
Well, I don't know. A little
long
AC/DC
trip.
or Queen
But you
is
can-
pretty good too.
When I set the Waze up on my phone, I have a little
Looking
cradle.
at the monitor, children.
Yeah.
It jumps right into the screen for the
Ralph,
Oh.
looking at the monitor.
radio.
Yeah.
Ralph, looking at the monitor.
I have to look at the monitor. Well, see, I don't have a screen. I have an old car.
Mine's old too, but I'm lucky enough it worked.
Yeah.
And Waze does tell you
Oh, Waze is
where
very
the
good.
gendarme is ahead of you.
Yes, it does.
So,
And if somebody's in the shoulder and all those good things.
yes, some sort of blockage.
Except that there is.
But there's always, when you come out the connector at the other end of the connector, John, and you get on 495 heading north, what a mess that is in the afternoon.
Yes, well, it's The road is very well utilized. And
Well, it's people coming up Route 3 to get to 495, people
Oh.
coming out of the city
Yes.
and coming on. It's
Well, that's
terrible.
always been bad.
but if,
And
I-
now
if,
they're
if,
doing the bridges, it's even worse.
Ralph, if I'm going to the beach, I will go out Andover Street, River Road, and I'll take 213. That's just how I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna go and get in line on the connector with, it's too congested for me. Mike Minot, I think he's a candidate for governor. This is a reminder from Carla Miller. And we'll be at the Owl Diner tomorrow at 12:30. So you want to
Oh.
go out and meet Mike Minot?
I have to work. But he certainly is campaigning hard.
Sure.
Yeah, at least he knows the Lowell is. That's a good thing.
So
And the
that-
Owl Diner is always good.
Thank you, Carla.
Good to know. You must be in the area. So, I don't know. I do believe the governor's vulnerable. I think there've been a lot of bad decisions.
Well, but
Although voters have a very short memory, so.
why did the Secretary of Transportation get 9 to 10 months? They replaced her with Eng, and she stayed on for another 9 to 10 months. What was that?
And they're infinite wisdom. You have to look at the monitor, or he's going to reprimand you again.
Yeah, but, if that was, in years past, the governor would have been criticized, no matter which party he was, for doing that.
Well, I know John has said that the 250th anniversary birthday of the country, nobody's paying attention. But I know they had this big mall down in Washington. All the states are represented, and they all have displays of what they do in their particular state, except Massachusetts, of course.
That's terrible.
But nobody will criticize the state because
Yeah, but, okay, so Donald Trump is a loudmouth.
he's a president.
Yeah, but
can't-
he's a loudmouth and he irritates people.
So,
I give it to you. But at a 250-year anniversary of our country, in Massachusetts, where it all began, we're not going to be represented?
no, they
That doesn't make sense.
they decided not to.
Can't we put...
They don't like him.
That's pretty clear.
And that makes everything all right. It's just the whole thing is insane. It's
But
just,
is that what we teach our kids? If you don't like someone, just ostracize them?
absolutely. It's
And
absolutely what they're
that's
teaching
not
them.
good.
No, it's not.
You should be able to disagree without being disagreeable.
Well, that's how politics used to be, Ralph.
That's how we were raised.
Well, we still speak to each other after all these years. which is
We've disagreed over the years.
That's what I'm saying, and we still speak to each other. So, yes,
that's
we
life.
have. So that's right. It's silly. It's just, it's too bad. I don't know when the discourse is going to change and we can actually talk to each other, because you're not going to get anything done.
Some of the best lessons in life I learned at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
One of them was
Well, and your losses, that's where you learn a lot. I'm not
but
sure
one of them
anybody's
was
learning these days.
Jell-O versus pudding. I like pudding. My sister liked Jell-O.
Did
So
you ever
my
win?
mother would say, one night it's Jell-O, one night it's pudding, and if you don't
Yeah.
want to eat it, that's okay.
Yeah, but that's when those were the only choices. Now the kids, we came in, you ate what was on the table.
Yep.
And that was it. You didn't have 10,000 other choices. Oh, and if you don't want to eat that, darling, then we'll make something else for you, or you can have snacks or whatever. It's all changed. It's.
I went to a cookout a couple of weeks ago, and you expected hamburgers, hot dogs, the traditional American.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there was a Chinese food section. Rice, this, that. It was a smorgasbord. It was delicious.
Yeah.
But it was more than a barbecue. It was a buffet.
Yeah, overthought.
I know.
Overthought. So, yes, just give me a good hot dog
Exactly.
at a cookout. That's what summer's
Now,
about.
4th of July is coming up. John, what do you prefer, a cheeseburger or a hot dog?
I'll have both.
One of each. Now, do you use mustard on either one?
Right.
I'm with them.
Yeah. Well, of course, this.
And a hot dog, I'll do, if it's available, I'll do piccalilli. But most people don't have piccalilli available. So I'll
That's
do,
okay.
Mrs. Howard's.
yep.
Yep.
And I will
Very good choice.
put
Very
whatever I
good
can fit on the
choice.
bun, and then I'll put the hot dog on top of it. If they have onions, I'll put onions. Whatever they have, I'll put on that.
Well, nobody ever had, I don't think, mustard on hamburgers until McDonald's came into play, and they automatically put it on. I never understood that.
Well, mustard's less fattening. There's too much
Oh,
sugar
who cares? It's awful.
and ketchup. It's a cookout.
I
Eat
like
what
it
you
on
want.
hot dogs.
My father didn't care for mustard or ketchup.
Yesterday, somebody told me you can eat corn raw.
Yes.
I thought there was bugs in it.
Oh, stop it, John.
I'm just
There's
asking.
bugs in everything.
Okay.
See, I grew up in the country where we used to go into
So
the woods and eat
you
little berries
ate
and
the
stuff.
corn raw.
Oh, I think it's lovely, yeah.
How's it taste?
Delicious.
Is it harder to chew?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, a little bit, but not. It's just very well. It's It's like cabbage. You eat cabbage either way. If
Yeah.
you're gonna have a relish salad, sometimes it's best not to cook the
So
corn.
is it a stronger corn taste if you don't cook it?
Yes, I think it might be, yeah, because you're not steaming any flavor out.
Because some people, they'll put it like in the barbecue grill, and they just grill they wrap
Oh,
it in
That's lovely.
aluminum foil.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Some people, they'll put it in there and it's not shucked, and they're like, it's got to be hotter than the hammers of hell to pull that shucking off to eat that corn.
Yes, yes. But
Have you,
I like corn anyway.
have you ever tried corn that you soak in water with some sugar and then put it on the grill?
Oh, I've never done that. That sounds wonderful.
If you soak it in sugar, yeah, it makes it sweeter.
Yeah.
I made the mistake early on of, I love kielbasa. So I'm down at the beach and I'm making kielbasa. And there's corn, I got to make corn too.
Oh, no. You never did.
So the water was already
You
hot.
never did.
So I took the corn and put it in the kielbasa
Oh,
water.
John.
It ruined the corn.
Yeah. Oh, John.
Ruined it. Learn my lesson.
Well, if you'd done the corn first,
Yeah, you could do the corn first.
if you did the corn first, you'd be okay.
I suppose.
See?
It's all going the same place. So.
Yeah. No, it just
I
wouldn't be
just
so
wanted to
greasy.
I'm not doing that again. I get laughed at by by the Dixie chicks.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Do you cook most of the time? No,
Never.
never. Well,
Almost.
Ellen's a marvelous
I
cook.
can cook hot dogs and kielbasa, and I can make breakfast there too. That's about
Do you
it.
cook at home or not? Oh,
Not
just
on
grill.
a regular basis, but believe it or not, I can do a chicken parm pretty well.
Okay.
But it
Well,
takes-
I think men have specialty things that they do well.
Judy loves to see me cook, but she hates to see the mess we have to clean up because
Wow.
it is a mess when I'm done.
Now we're just the Var. Var is Armenian. He's a refugee, and he's a fabulous cook. But he goes out of his mind with me because I have a bowl and a pan for everything. He says I use every pan and dish and I do. Because I like to lay everything out so that when I'm going to start cooking, I know everything's ready. It's all about prep to me.
Oh yeah, prep is
And he puts
90%.
everything in the same pot, and he just amazes me that. But he makes obviously quite different. He's originally from Lebanon, and so the food it's very good. It's not spicy.
Lebanese food is very healthy usually.
Yes.
The Middle East has a good
tabbouleh,
diet.
He makes great tabbouleh and all that good stuff, And we're raising a lot of vegetables this year, so tomatoes and basil. I got tons of basil, so we're going to have lots of tabbouleh, fresh tomatoes. So that's good. But yeah, I love to cook, but I do make. But on the other hand, I clean as I go, so that won't be a disaster. There would be a complete disaster in the kitchen.
That's an area where I quite haven't got the right methodology.
It's an art. You learn.
Everything
You
is
get
a
to be
mess
my age,
after
you
the
learn.
meal.
Yeah,
But it's good.
so What are you doing for the 4th?
When I leave here, I'm going back to the beach,
What beach are you at?
Ocean Park,
Oh,
Maine.
nice.
Where is Ocean Park?
Ocean Park is on the southerly section of Old Orchard.
Okay. So, got some announcements to do here. Today, if you want a nice lunch, today is the 1st of July. And over at the Senior
Oh,
Center,
cod.
over at the Senior Center, it's
Ooh.
$2. And you're going to have cod, roasted potatoes today. And that's it. Then they're closed until Sunday. The city has a thing going on where they give all the employees an extra holiday for 5 or 6 times. I got more on that coming in a second. But today they got cod, roasted potatoes, but then no Senior Center Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Sunday they're going to come back to chicken masala. So that's the Senior Center. What's going on over there? Then these are their trips this month. Pretty cool stuff.
That's very good,
Very
huh?
active place.
The tall ships.
So if you want to go to see, they're going to Rockport, Old Orchard Beach. They'll pop it on your Ralph. You got any corn on the cob up there for them? And then tall ships, the King Tut exhibit in Boston. A lot of going to Hampton, Ogunquit. And these trips don't cost it's $7. So not bad. They drive you down the bus. It's nice. So
Do you go?
never. I got to never. But there are a lot of people that they just don't know where Hampton Beach is. They don't want to drive,
Yeah. I get that. I think it's wonderful.
and they want to go with their friends. And the camaraderie. I remember going to a Red Sox game with probably 50 people out of Sacred Heart Church. We had a blast.
Yeah.
All the fun we had on the bus. Jeez, it's a good time. And so that's what's going on there. Now moving right along. This is the Chelmsford Parade. Oh, I have to hit a different key for that. Get it down.
What?
Okay, the Chelmsford Parade. It's on Friday and Saturday the 4th, and their parade is televised. It might be on LTC. It might not be. I don't know. It might be on your local access channel. So take a peek. And the parade starts at 10 a.m. So if you're on your TV on 4th of July, 10 a.m., you might see the Chelmsford Parade on public access.
Now you've been to that parade. Where does that parade go to and from?
Starts at the Chelmsford Police Station,
Okay.
and it marches down that street to Town Center.
Okay, so up by Drum Hill.
Yep. Starts up there, it marches on. It's fantastic. And the attendance is like freaking crazy.
Yeah.
People, they put their chairs out there a day early, and they sit out there with their kids. I remember going there with my kids and my nieces and nephews, my sisters. Both my sisters at the time lived in Chelmsford, and we had a fantastic time.
What cable access channel is that on? What number?
It would probably be on Channel 6 in Lowell. Maybe on Channel 6, maybe on Channel 8. But every town has different channels for public access. So it might, or if you can get, it's also on YouTube. They put it on YouTube. So if you go to Chelmsford Telemedia YouTube, you can watch the parade. And out in Tewksbury, Mark Kratman sent me this. Shrink it down a little bit so you can see it.
Oh, that's where to be. I love Oz.
And Friday they have
Happy 4th.
Yep, from 6 to 9 p.m. they have a live band, food venues, fireworks at 9:30, and fun for the whole family. We don't care where you live. You're welcome to come out to Tewksbury and have a great time with us. And Mark Kratman and the gang, they do a great job out there.
So the
They do.
fireworks, where are they located or where do they fire from?
They fire, I think it's Livingston Street. Here's at page 2 of the town of Tewksbury 250 celebration.
Oh, wow.
They're
What
going
an
to
active town they are.
they're going to have breakfast at 8:30.
Oh, how cool is that?
Then they're going to have a track and field at 8. And for 10 o'clock, I'd have to blow this thing up to read the program. Let me hit plus. Cheat a little bit here.
Here we go.
9.
This is
Oh, how nice is that? Look at thing for
So
the
at 10
kids.
o'clock, they're gonna have decorated doll carriage contest, that's for ages 3 to 6.
Oh,
Bicycle decoration contest, that's for kids 4 to 8. And Little Mr. and Miss Tewksbury contest, that's from it's 2 to 4 years old, beautiful stuff. Basketball free throw contest, all ages. Baloney toss competition, face painting. Moving right along to what else is going on. 11 o'clock, they have the blueberry pie and watermelon eating contest.
That'll be good.
yeah.
That's 11 o'clock. And hot dogs, ice cream, and I believe all the food's free.
Wow.
They have a big fundraising thing. Mark Crapman and the gang out there, they
A
raise
packed
funds.
schedule.
Donated by the Tewksbury, by the Elks. Very nice.
So if you want more
And
information,
Knights of Columbus.
that's Mark Crapman, that's his cell phone number, that's
And the
his email.
VFW.
So moving on to the next announcement. Come on, baby, okay.
Mark does a great job out there.
Very active.
The Wilmington Tewksbury Chamber of Commerce is having a competition, the best looking building for the 4th of July. They're gonna have a winner for that. And that's a pretty cool thing that they're doing out there. That's the Wilmington Tewksbury Chamber of Commerce. Then the LRTA, the buses are still free. And the interesting.
They don't come through Tingsboro, though.
If you see one that's free, and it's you just have to wave at the driver.
Just on Lakeview Avenue.
Give the driver an aggressive wave, and he or she will pick you up. Now, this is I know enough to be dangerous. Not many people know about this, but a city employee sent this to me yesterday. And it's a big, long explanation, but the city budget cut, part of the budget cut was this year's raise. In exchange for the raise, they gave each employee 5 extra holidays.
Wow.
So each holiday coming up this year has an extra day for employees to celebrate.
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah. Less service to the taxpayers. Thank you.
Okay.
And I would have to say to myself, I wonder if my job is really necessary.
No, you wouldn't.
You have to ask yourself that.
Why?
Linda, where you work, can you imagine just, you know what, we're going to take the week off. Just because we can.
Oh, no, but I know. But
What is the government here for? The government is here for themselves. They're not here for us. I know I'm too cynical, but you see, the only reason I pick on the government is they can't sue us. If you pick on Hogan Macaroni Company, they can sue us. So
good point.
that's why we always pick on the government. Back to you, Linda. Thank you for your patience.
Well,
So what's going on in Tingsboro for the 4th?
I don't believe we're doing anything for the 4th. It's all about the block party. But I do know that if you go on the Tingsboro website, the golf course, the Ironwood, they've done amazing things. I go by there every day at some point, and there are masses of people there. They've got bocce, and
Popular.
they've got they've got something for everybody, and they've got a community building there, and they're doing so much. And I'm very impressed. I was not in favor of, I wanted the town to buy the golf course, but what they're doing with it, I commend them, and they've certainly turned it into a plus for the town and the residents, and obviously, because people are walking, people are there doing things, so they have concerts there on Thursday nights. So just check, I don't know the schedule of them. They do in Dunstable, too. Dunstable has nice little concerts.
I've been driving through and people
Yeah,
are.
you need to
huge-
campaign, since you're
huge
campaigning, you
attendance.
need to stop in Dunstable at one of the concerts. And they had the Strawberry Festival.
Google's back and you're up here. There's nothing happening in Tingsboro.
Yeah, I think so.
And the calendar for Independence Day.
Oh, I have talked to the vet today about my poor little dog. The fireworks are killing her. She just shakes all over.
It's Independence Day all day in Tewksbury. All day,
Everything.
all day is Independence Day. Yep, all day. The time there's no time, but it's all day.
Well, you have your fireworks in Lowell. What time?
Let me get the Lowell.
At the
You
last
got to
show.
go over there and get tickets first.
Oh, you do?
Yes, you do.
See, we have our fireworks at the block party. But I know up in Merrimack, New Hampshire, they got a lot going too.
I got to do 2026. Searching. Okay.
Okay.
Saturday's the 4th of July, and family-friendly entertainment and music. Tickets are available for pickup at LaLasha Ballpark.
Oh, it's Lowell's 200th birthday as well. Isn't that interesting? I didn't realize that.
So you have to have a ticket to get into this thing.
To get into LaLasha?
You got to have a ticket. So
Where do you get your tickets?
at the box office at LaLasha Ballpark. And that's right over by the text.
Well, what does it cost for tickets?
Zero.
Zero.
Tickets are free, but you got to have a ticket. So my suggestion is you get somebody to ride shotgun with you, go over, drop them off.
Run in, run out.
How
and
many people does that hold?
Make sure they both bring their cell phone. When you get the ticket, swoop back by and pick them up. How many people? I'd have to ask. I'll ask in a second. But the doors open to public at 6 p.m. Live entertainment. This is at the LaLasha Park in Lowell on the 4th of July. And they're going to have all kinds of music there from Mike and Mike, T and the Gents, Cirque Delight, and Bubbles McGee. Fireworks display happens at 9 p.m. Tickets are free and are required for attendees. You can pick up free tickets at LaLasha Ballpark starting at 4 p.m. on a first-come, first-served basis. And they're being picky about what you're going to carry into the park. So don't go walking in there with a backpack. They won't let you in. It's got to be a clear bag.
That's a long walk, isn't it, from the
Yeah.
post office?
I think
Are
the
you
same.
kidding me?
I stick of the same thing.
Hey, don't you think that ask Marty, can we use the parking lot for free today?
Well, my goodness gracious, what do the elderly do? They can't walk from Post Office Square.
Linda,
Discrimination
first of all,
against the elderly again.
the dumbest thing is they shoot the fireworks off from the river. Why don't they use Christian Hill, Belvedere Hill, or
Where
the
everybody could
Highlands,
see them?
where it's high? Or
Point.
tell the fireworks company, shoot them up 300 feet. Now, if they shoot
Well,
them up
wait.
200 feet, I'm saying 200 feet would be enough.
One year when Arthur Fiedler was on the boulevard, they shot him off right in the middle of the river.
At river level, you can't see them.
Right. Well, you can in
But if they told the guy who runs the fireworks, I want them to go off at a 200-foot level instead of 100 feet up, you could see them.
Oh, you can park, but you have to pay.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many they can actually fit there. But
I'm going to ask capacity on
would
the
you?
last.
What was it you zipped by of the road closures there?
Is road
For
closures?
anybody?
Oh,
Yeah, I
let me
think
start over again.
You keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. I just saw something about road closures. Okay. Would you like information on road closures?
No, I don't.
Well, you have your ways, so you don't care.
I'm
But
not,
there
going,
must be
I'm not going to the thing.
Well, if I were going, I'd go to Top
Linda,
Donut.
look, it's going to be 100 degrees. If you think anybody's going to this thing, that's going to.
Of course they are.
Oh, yes, I'm going to park at the Aeon Garage. You know, that's the one by the high school.
And walk.
And I'm going to-
Everybody passed out in the way.
I'm going to hoof it.
That's a very long walk.
And it's 104 degrees. Oh, yeah.
It's going to be hot.
You'll see Linda and Ralph sweating their way. The weather's
It's going to be hot.
No, I'll be at the top of my hill where there's a breeze.
I'll be watching on TV.
Yeah, fireworks, I've seen fireworks, enough fireworks in my life to carry me.
Well, Nana
for
will
the
find a
rest.
way. Her grandson Luke loves fireworks.
Well, yeah.
So.
Well, my family's they're all off to
John, when you're up at the beach, do they still do fireworks?
Every Wednesday,
Yeah,
every Wednesday.
I didn't know Wednesday, but yeah.
Are they
one
doing,
day-
all right, are they doing anything over the 4th? They must be doing stuff
Oh, yeah,
at the
they're doing the
beach.
4th, yeah. They're doing the 4th and Wednesday. Hampton has they have a free band concert every night.
Every night?
Every night, yep, starting July 1st, every night. You can go down there and listen to a band
Wow.
concert for free at the half shell, whatever they call that thing, in the center. It's great. It's a good time. Hampton does a good job entertaining people.
Now, up where you are, is there any celebration that you know of? No, not yet, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Ocean Park Association sponsors a parade.
Oh,
And there's a little loop, down Temple around few blocks and back. And it's kind of unique because they decorate bicycles, they decorate lawnmowers, they
Oh.
tie on wagons, and it's really Americana, very
Nice.
Maine. And, there's a family that has a ride-on mower in a wagon, and they have a child in the back, and they throw out candy to everybody on
I like that.
Yeah, it's very Americana, but now the highlight would be the beach chair band. They open and close the aluminum beach chairs to the music. And I know it sounds crazy. You gotta see it to believe it.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
They bang them on the ground, and they open and close them, and they make noise to the music.
Okay.
And it's kind of interesting. And the kazoo band, they have a kazoo band.
Oh, well, I used to play kazoo in a jug
It's
band.
a very musical group.
Yeah.
But it's very,
Kazoo's are great.
everybody turns out on the porch or on the sidewalk, and,
Well, that's good. That
an
sounds,
hour of laughter and good times.
that sounds appropriate.
Oh, yeah,
It'll be good to be up in Maine.
during the hot weather.
Yeah.
They also have, after the 4th, Illuminati or whatever, everybody puts out a paper bag
Oh,
with
yes.
candles in it.
Yeah.
One or two wouldn't really do much, but when you see a whole neighborhood, it's
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
It's, again, they come out and sit and
That's nice. That's nice. A little community.
chit chat away and so on and so forth. So it's very, hometowny, but that's
I
what
like
they
that.
do in Ocean Park.
Maine is good. I might be up in Maine, I don't think.
It's a nice, quiet area.
Bar's family has a house in Sanford on a lake.
Sanford's nice.
Yeah.
That's inland and south. That's not that far from Dover,
No.
Dover, New Hampshire.
Yeah, it's not far. It is on a lake, so I think it's a man-made lake, actually. But it's a big one. But it's lovely. Maine is nice.
I just got a call from the Chesfatier. He's watching us on Tewksbury Public Access Channel. I think maybe the YouTube channel, I don't know, but the audio is much louder on one setting than the other, so that's something I'm gonna have to take a look at. So when I switch scenes, like I show the announcements, the audio level's different, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that,
Oh,
see if I get that fixed. Somebody must have, it's out of kilter for some reason, so I appreciate the input, thank you.
well, I find on my TV, YouTube, the volume gets much louder. It varies on different
YouTube,
things.
it is a better picture and audio.
But it
Better
gets
sound on
louder.
YouTube, that's for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I go to put an announcement up there, like, I'll put this guy here up again. And when I change to this setting, our microphones still work, but for some reason it's a lot louder or a lot quieter on the viewing end. So I'm gonna have to check
Part of the cut was
to
this
see what's
year's
going on here.
raise.
Because as I'm looking at the, what's going on over here, it's, you just killed the sign altogether. Let's see if I can get that up any higher. Okay, I'll have to play with that later on. I don't want to
Okay.
do it right now. So we're good. Back to you guys.
Okay. So you're going to be in Maine. John's going to be just hunkering down here.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'll get my hot dog and
I feel bad that the heat's is so bad, so extreme
Mother Nature. Well, can you imagine? I was talking to
for the holiday.
one of my friends in England,
Oh, how is it there?
retired undertaker, and they don't have air conditioning there.
Right.
They live in. She says, John, we live. She got the cute little, English accent. We live in stone buildings, and it's usually quite comfortable. But once the stone is hot, it's unbearable. And she says, my bedroom is 100 degrees. In Fahrenheit, it's 100 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
And I listen to a radio station called LBC on my phone. And it's all British stuff. It's pretty cool stuff. And people are belly aching. One guy called the radio station. He says his bedroom was 46 Celsius, which computes to 120 degrees.
Oh.
God.
That's very bad. That's not very
And,
healthy.
The undertaker, she says to me, can you tell me what a mini split is? What's a mini split?
They don't have them?
No. They don't. Well, they don't have. Well, Ralph, I don't think England has enough electricity to air condition itself.
Yeah,
And you look at how green they are. Yeah, shut off your air conditioner. And so she says, I'm thinking of sleeping in the car with my sister.
wow.
That's how hot it is. And you just go outside. She says, I'm sitting outside. It's just a little cooler outside.
Isn't that amazing?
Mm.
Yeah.
Plant a lot of trees.
Yeah. Well, and it's throughout Europe.
You're
What
right,
a-
all the way up in Europe. Italy doesn't have it.
One of the women
France,
at the
Spain, they don't have electricity. They don't have air conditioning.
yeah, she said it was brutal. One of the women at Beverly's burial had been to Italy. She just got back from Italy, and she said it was just unbearable.
Hot.
Yeah, just because I had a bad experience in Italy, so I don't.
Usually September, we've been to Greece and Italy. Usually September's a good month because you're past the summer
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah, I was in
Temperature in
Italy.
London this morning, 74.
Well, that's not. It's
The
night.
heat wave's gone.
At this time, that's not bad, actually.
It's not going to be bad all week. So the heat wave's gone.
There.
What's the hottest month in London? July. The average, it's the hottest it gets is 75. So they're stuck with 100 degrees for a few days. Yikes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what's going on with temperature in Lowell, Mass.
It-
72 here. It's going to be toasty.
See, there it is. It's 93 at 5 p.m.
Wow.
That's 87 at 8. That's tough.
Excessive heat. You don't have the 5 days. I'll do 5 days.
But I'm lucky. I'm on a hill. Whatever breeze there is,
You get it.
I get it. It's lovely. No, I've had a lot of hummingbirds. Have you had any? I've had hummingbirds and pileated woodpeckers that I've never had before, and they're gorgeous. The little baby woodpeckers.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God! On the suet, they're so adorable. And the mother's there, and she's feeding. Oh my God! It's so adorable. It's just wonderful. But a lot of woodpeckers, and we have an owl at night.
And
You
they'll
can
be
hear 'em.
enjoying 96 today, and I can't find one that gives me 5 days. But it's going to be toasty. Oh, Thursday night, oh, here we go. Tonight's going to be 70s. Low will be 77. Tomorrow, 102.
Jeez.
The low is 75. And then we got on
Well, I guess-
Friday, 96. And I know Linda's looking forward to walking from City Hall to LaLashia Ballpark. It'll be 94 degrees.
Oh my. I guess the moral of this story is whatever you need to do, get it done now.
So I think the LRTA should have a bus that puts you up there. That'd be a good idea.
Wow.
A circulator just goes from.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I'd want to be sitting out in in a ballpark in that heat.
It
But
is gonna be
I'm
hot.
old.
I'll be home.
I'm old,
I'll be
so
watching on TV.
the young people don't mind.
Yes, they do. You kidding me? They were born with air conditioning. We weren't.
Well,
We're going through, at the end of the month, we're replacing our HVAC system. I got the word when I came down to Lowell from my bride, that better be up and running when I get back.
yeah, absolutely.
It's running, it's just that it's not as,
Efficient.
We're getting new air conditioning at McDonough's today, and they're starting the project this morning. So it is what it is. We gotta have it.
oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
But
yes.
the other one was worn out, and they can't fix it. So McDonough's is putting a new one in next door. So
Well, mine isn't great, but
It's a necessity today.
well, absolutely. Well, particularly, and you know, it's interesting as you get older. It's a breathing issue. It's a respiratory issue. So
And there are some decent incentives if you go with the heat pump, so it helps.
yeah, that's what Dorian has. So the splits, right?
That's a whole area unto itself.
Yes, it is. You must see an increase in that in the building. Makes more sense, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
seating for LaLasha Ballpark is 5,000.
Okay. Oh, and that heat, 5,000 people.
But
Oh
it's-
my,
it's
oh
an-
my.
It's intimate.
Well, just to see some fireworks. You know, they could take a buy on that and come to Tingsboro for the block party and see wonderful fireworks in the end of August. Tick pick, what does that mean? What does that mean, tick pick?
This is to get tickets.
What is,
To get tickets to a ball game.
you can go
Online?
there, you can go and get your tickets there?
Online, yeah.
Oh, so you don't have to go down to the box office?
No. This is for a ball game. You asked what
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Has nothing to do with,
tick pick.
no, if you want.
I don't have that, I
There's
guess
only
that's an
one
app.
way to get a ticket to go to the fireworks in Lowell. You have to go to the ballpark and get the ticket at 4:00.
Oh, Oh.
You can't go to Tick Pick.
or you can't go to.
You cannot. It's
What
forbidden.
about the concerts? What about the concerts in Lowell? How's that going? The music series, how's that doing this year?
I never follow it, but it's every Saturday night on Father Morissette Boulevard. And the same place they've been having it.
The
Like,
boarding house park one, though.
Yeah, Boarding House Park. It's on Father Morissette Boulevard.
Okay, right. The problem with that, I don't know if they've changed it, but you had to go through Ticketmaster. And
I always thought it was free.
no, it cost me $2,500 to see Gaelic Storm, because I had to go through Ticketmaster,
Wow.
and I haven't been back since.
I don't wonder.
Ticketmaster I thought that had all been settled in court and that was not allowed anymore, but I went to the Bruins in the winter and the same thing happened. Double what the cost of the tickets were. So it sort of puts a damper on concerts, and so I just sort of say, oh, that's nice. I'd like to go to that, but I'm not going to. That's ridiculous. And I think eventually venues will suffer, I would think. The public would say, although I don't know, they seem to have endless money, the younger people, to be able to buy this stuff. Can you imagine paying what they're paying for concerts?
The one conversation I had with Bonnie Frank, God rest his soul, was about tickets to a Red Sox playoff a few years back. The West Coast team tickets were less money than the Boston tickets, and it had to do with Ticketron.
Yeah.
People weren't buying them on the West Coast, so they dropped the price.
Yeah. It's
And the funny thing is, we had agreement that it's unfair, they're gouging the
yeah.
baseball fan.
And then that was the end of it. You had another glass of wine and talked about something else.
Bonnie Frank has had a book that just come out, but there's a guy that solve some of the financial problems in America. And his final comments or commentary that the Democratic National Party's gone off the edge. They've gone too far, that they can't solve all these problems with radical ideas.
Well, it hasn't worked anywhere in the world.
And I always considered Barney Frank a pretty smart guy.
It just has not worked, and so it didn't work. And Margaret Thatcher said it's wonderful until you start running out of other people's money.
That's true. That's true.
So,
But, growing up from my younger days, Barney Frank was looked at and admired as a progressive, up-and-coming liberal.
Yeah.
But when he gets to our age and basically says they've gone too far, what do you do?
Well, look at, was it Weiner out in California that they got harassed because he's Jewish, and he was at a gay pride parade. He's been very active in that, but he can't be Jewish and gay, I guess. I don't understand the whole what's going on, but that seems to be, you have to be 100% with whatever the issue is
You're either
at
totally
the day.
progressive or not.
But that's just what they think is progressive.
And that's what Barney said, that they're
Is it
way
progressive?
too far out there on a few issues that the rest of America doesn't agree with.
Yeah. Well,
And it's
see,
disaster just waiting to happen.
We have no clue because we're in Massachusetts, California, but there's a whole country, fortunately,
Oh, yeah.
in the middle that is normal. So they
I'm
can,
glad you said that.
just,
But you-
and they talk and they do things like you're talking about in Maine. They all go out and they sit and and chat and don't throw stones at each other and say we shouldn't have any police and we shouldn't have if they can communicate. I just miss when I was on the radio with George every Friday, we'd go in the morning and I'd say to him, or he'd say to me, what are we talking about? And then he'd say, what side do you want to take?
Oh, George was good. He could debate either side.
And it was fun, and so
He had a good influence. He's a nice guy, too.
And no one knew what side we really believed in, but you could do that in radio. It was fun. It was. I miss George, and God bless Beverly. Broke
Beverly,
my
I
heart.
just read the obituary. She was
Broke my heart.
Let me tell you a quick story about Beverly Anthes. First time I ever ran, I'm in Belvedere, Saturday. 2 hours I've been out there, knocking on doors, handing out literature, right? I didn't realize, I got to her door, I knocked on it. Oh, Beverly, how you doing? Ralph, it was hot. I've been out there for several hours. She says, how about a glass of water? I said, Beverly, I would love a cold glass of water. She got me a nice glass of water. We had a nice chat, and I thanked her profusely. I mean, just a simple, when you're out there banging on doors for hours, a simple glass of water.
Yep.
It's stuck in my memory. She was a lovely lady.
Oh, yes, she was a lot of fun. I had just sent Pamela a picture I found of Beverly and I standing at the bridge in Tingsboro for Scott Brown with signs.
Oh, wow.
So that was a flash from that. I gave Beverly a Trump watch for Christmas. I'm curious if Pamela had her buried with it, probably, because she probably didn't want it in her house. But Beverly was a lot of fun. I had a lot of good
She's
laughs
a really
with
good
Beverly.
person.
Gonna miss her.
So was George.
Yes. Yeah, George, when he ran for senator. Just a lot of great memories. So that was a big loss. And John did a fabulous job, by the way.
Thank you.
She went down to,
Thank you.
he took her down
Well,
to
that cemetery, fantastic.
Bourne. She's with George.
First time ever, embarrassingly, I saw 2 attendants sleeping in their car. I've never seen that before.
Really?
2 employees sleeping in the car, and I'm like, wow. The boss
It's
is going to be
such
on
a
vacation
beautiful-
down here. But other than that, fantastically taken care of. They do a great job, and grass is well taken care of.
Unbelievable. We went to Var, his gunner, from Vietnam was there, and we went, and the grass is, I guess it's all bluegrass, and they have it can only be so long. It's just an amazing place.
I think they water it too.
Yeah, oh God, they must. It's just fabulous. But walking on it is a bit tricky. Very sporting.
Hey, we're
What?
running a little short on time, so tomorrow our City Life, we're gonna have Evelyn and Sam banged out. They can't come tomorrow. They have town duties. Come on, get up there. Okay, they have town duties. So Bob Howie's coming and Sean McDonough, they're gonna come and sit in tomorrow.
Well, everybody have a very happy holiday, 4th of July. Celebrate. Oh,
And if you wanna meet this guy, Mike Minot, get a picture with him, head over to the Owl Diner. Always a tasty stop today at 12:30.
and I would recommend people go. Pay attention. Very important.
Good guy, I like his ads.
Yeah. So be safe, be cool, and for the elderly, please stay in, go somewhere. If you don't have AC, find a place that does. I'm sure the senior centers all
Go to
have.
Super Walmart.
Yeah. Go to a movie.
Go to Super Walmart. Get one of those electric carts, ride around in an electric cart.
We can go have a race.
I-
Have
Yeah.
a safe and enjoyable 4th of July.
yeah, I think
Don't overeat.
well, especially in this heat.
No, I know.
Stay hydrated.
It's the
Yes.
200, Ralph, it's our 250th. Like, well, eat, drink, and be merry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go back to your diet on Monday.
Yes. It's going to be a good haul. It's going to be a good weekend for everybody, I hope. And do whatever you celebrate, maybe with your family. It's a nice time to get together,
Get together. Yep.
and especially if one of the members has AC.
Since
You
it's
may
gonna be-
not be sitting outside in the yard in
Since
this
it's
weather.
going to be 100 degrees, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good idea.
you may not be out in the yard.
So,
But
begging a question before we go, how do you make your hot dogs, Linda?
how do I like my hot dogs?
How do you make a hot dog?
Grill them.
Grill them. Ralph?
How do you?
Make your hot dogs. You grill them or steam them. Is that what you're saying? Or
I don't. How do you cook a hot dog?
On the grill.
Okay. I
gotta
boil.
grill them.
I prefer boiled, but that's me.
See now, and
It's
I
funny.
prefer.
Judy likes them boiled.
I like them actually in charcoal. I think you can't beat charcoal, but we don't
Nice
do
flavor.
charcoal anymore.
No. Gas.
Everybody has a grill, but you gotta grill them.
Charcoal takes a little too long.
I
Yeah,
know,
the setup.
but it's a great flavor.
Yeah, 20 minutes at least to get it going.
Yeah.
Oh, to get that white.
That's right. And then you only have a short window. You have to cook them very
Yeah,
quickly.
you gotta cook.
You really have to pay attention. You can't be hitting the wine. You have to pay attention to the charcoal.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Happy 4th of July. I almost said thank
Have a good day. Aye.